So we've done the cover page, the calendar, we've done the month at a glance, and the tracker page. Now we are on to the weeks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Let's just remeasure the boxes, which are 4, so 5.5 by 4. We want to do and then 4. And then 4. We'll do the same on this page. Yeah, 5.5. Oh, I made a mistake on the other page. That's fine, we can fix that. A good thing I noticed. I need to move this one over. So you can enter the giveaway whether you're subbed or not. If you're subbed, you just get extra entries. So anyone can do the channel point redeem only once, or I will remove all of your entries. And then if you are subbed, you will get an extra entry depending on the level of sub you are, just to give back a little bit more. Yeah, there's plenty of time to build up points. I made it expensive just so that people that have been here like through the entire journal process do have a better chance, and so that someone can't just enter for shits and giggles, you know. But it will be up for at least another 2, maybe 3 weeks. So however long it takes us to complete the journal, and then 1 week after that. But I will give fair warning, and if people really want to enter in that final week and they haven't been able to get as many points, I will lower the price. Let me add you to the list. ASMR Gasmic. Where's my pen? There it is. So that's 5 people that have currently entered. But yeah, if I need to make 2 gift subs count, that would be very hard for me to keep track of. So the way I'm kind of tracking it, as soon as you do the redeem, if you have a sub active, whether it's Prime or tier 1, 2, 3, or whether it's gifted, it doesn't matter. You'll get your extra entries. Hey Dragon Spirit, how are you doing today? But yeah, I will lower the price if people still want to enter by the final week or 2 weeks. If they haven't been able to accrue enough points. Yeah, so when you have enough points, you'll get an extra entry on top of, so I'll put all the names in a hat, well, or a bowl, and you get your first entry by redeeming, and then you'll get the sub, an extra ticket in, if you're subbed at the time of redemption. But don't stress, there'll be plenty of time and enough pre-warning. Yes, we do. We do have a redemption. You're not hurt, okay? We have had the redemption for a little while now. Squirrelies. Oh my gosh. We are blessed. We are being blessed. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, how are you? How is your stream? Dragon Spirit, I will make a note of that now. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for raiding me and trusting me with your community. Welcome in. Yes, once. The redemption is once. If you redeem more than once, I will remove all redemptions. Behave yourselves. Coralice, my dear, would you like to pick a colour? And would you like an ASMR trigger or a tarot or oracle card for your lovely support? Welcome in, Raiders. I hope everyone is good. Yes, of course you can. For anyone who doesn't know, I am Violet. I do all things ASMR. We do journal ASMR, art ASMR, and traditional ASMR. And I make little origami stars for subs, resubs, and raiders, because you are all magical stars. Thank you, Hen. Did you want a trigger or a card as well? And purple is the best color. And also the giveaway for the journal I'm doing is live. And it just costs channel points. So the journal we are working on currently is for next year. And once you get enough channel points, you can redeem a raffle ticket to enter the giveaway. But just remember, if you do enter, I will need a postal address. Postage is covered by me, but unfortunately, if there are customs charges on the other side, I won't be able to help with those because I won't know about them. But that will be the only thing you are potentially charged if you enter the giveaway. Oh, and I also do gaming ASMR. I forgot that one. Oh, welcome in. And Paradise, make sure you do all your after stream care. Grab a snack, get a drink, take any meds that you need to take. And there we are in a little origami star for the lovely Coralice. And then you are added to the jar of stars. My pleasure. Thank you again so much for the raid. really appreciate you trusting me with your community. Hey Baladin, how are you doing? My little jar of stars. There we go. If anyone has any questions, do feel free to ask. Welcome in, Patrick. How are you doing? We are currently working on December. They really do. You're essentially capturing our souls in a jar. No, I am not doing that. You're all good, Coralize. They are just representations of you guys. Because we are all made of stardust. And you are all magical. Thank you so much for the follow. I'll give you a little flip through of what we've done in the journal so far. It is nearly finished. Hey Mike. I'm good, thank you. How are you? A wild ruby does appear indeed. Yes, it looks really good, Dragon. So we have the yearly pages. So we have a cover page, a year at a glance, yes, I always like a little something sweet after dinner. You're learning English, so it's pretty good to practice. I wouldn't have guessed that English wasn't your first language, so you're doing very well. We have a future log for you to put any birthdays or just anything that happens annually. A page for goals. You just woke up from the raid. Well, welcome in. I hope you're doing well and you had an amazing nap. Then we have year in pixel trackers, a place to put whatever you want to read, watch or listen to. Spare page for you to do anything you want with. And then we are into the months. We have January, and they are all laid out near enough the same, but they all have slightly different themes for each month. February, There's a month at a glance page, some monthly trackers, then a page for each week. Some setups are a little more complex than others. So some I've used just pens and washi. Some I've used watercolors. Some are stickers. Some are more ink pads. We're in April. No worries, Ruby. Make sure you take breaks. And then into May. Into June. I've tried to represent the seasons rather than any particular holiday, just so more people can use this channel just in case you don't celebrate any holidays. I'm glad you find it calming, Matt Latin. I've really enjoyed making it with you guys. Now into July. Here we have used an ink pad with a blending tool to give this mossy, cloudy kind of look. And anyone can enter the giveaway, you just need enough channel points to enter. The giveaway will be live for at least another 2 weeks or so. I will give plenty of notice for when it's going to come to an end. You're good, Mike, I'm glad. This one is done with coloured pencil. It took quite a while to get the blending of it done. But I've tried to keep things as creative but as simple. You don't think you have any channel points? You should do, Mike, unless you've spent them on redeems. Because you earn channel points just by being in chat. So next to where it says at the bottom of the message chat box, it says how many bits you have, and then how many crystals you have with a little image of a little cluster of crystals. And those crystals are your channel points. And then September, this is one of my favorites. There is no monetary value in being able to enter the giveaway. It doesn't cost anything. You just have to have been in chat enough to have gained channel points. The September is done with watercolors. And it's all autumn leaves And fun fact that I learned, I think yesterday, the colours that the autumn leaves are always within the leaf. They are just outshone by the chlorophyll, I believe, that as the season changes, that dies off, so the green colour goes, which then reveals the browns, the reds, the oranges of autumn leaves. And it's also one of my absolute favourite times of year. We have October, and I've just done a little pumpkin theme, so still autumnal with that little hint of Halloween, with some little pumpkin doodles and little spiral vines. And then we're into November, which is kind of a night sky, that cold blue of a winter's night. And this was done with watercolours, which is why the pages are a little bit wobbly, a little bit crispy. And then we're into December, which is what we're working on currently, which is a galaxy theme, and we're using watercolors for it, and we are just starting the setup for week 1 and week 2 of December. And let me grab, not that pen. Yeah, so that the crystals are your channel points, Mike. So that 13,000 you can use to do the channel point redeems. If you click on the little button, you can redeem the giveaway. You can redeem anything in there with your crystals. Thank you, Drawing Living Poem. Thank you, thank you. And then once we've done the giveaway for this one, we may take a little break. No worries, Stevie. I hope you have an amazing sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Thank you for your support. I'll see you next week. No worries. I'm not sure. Maybe. Good night, Stevie. Like another half an hour Also, maybe we'll get this page done and we'll see what the time is and how my body's feeling. But I still want to do the communal tarot card or oracle card pull at the end of the stream, so we may be here for another hour or so. Okay. Oh, well, thank you for blessing me with your presence. Yeah, maybe another hour or so. It'll probably take 20 to 30 minutes to finish this. And then we'll do our card pull. So probably about another hour. No worries, Mike. Okay, let's make sure we mark. So Monday and Tuesday of the first week belong to the previous month. Oops. This pen may be slightly running out. That's fine. We only needed it for that. And then we wind our trusty micron pen. And then let's just grab a piece of paper. So because it's warm, my hand's not going to glide along the paper as easily. So I use a piece of paper to help glide my hand along the page. And now for the other page. Yeah, we're doing the watercolor a little bit last. didn't draw in the last box. Jeez. And fart. In a full concentration mode. And there we go. That's our boxes all drawn out. And then we've got Monday the 29th and Tuesday the 30th. And now we are on to the colourful bit. I need my little clip. You'll just hold that there for me. And then we will bloop, 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 bloop. We need to try not to be too heavy-handed so that it doesn't bleed through, because this is not watercolor paper. And then we want like a purple. Just building up the bloopies. And into a pink. And then let's just drag this down this way a little bit. We don't want too much paint pooling in the seam of the book. And then just and then let's grab a smaller brush and we will So what do you guys have planned for the weekend? Since I won't see you till after the weekend. Now, what are you guys up to? I don't know if I have D&D this weekend. I might, but I might not. Which means I haven't played D&D for a while now. Which is sad. So that means I will probably spend my time in front of the aircon. I may play some Minecraft, watch some anime, I'm just going to mute up and I'm going to use the hairdryer to dry the page so we can do another layer and write on top of it. There we go. We're just gonna do another layer. Just to add some depth and make sure the colors are saturated enough. As we layer these up, we're just going to blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. Then we just want to blip, 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 blip. Then we want to leave it kind of pale in the center and just do that. And then this is pulling a little bit, so let's drag it up. Make sure it stays nice and saturated. And then we're just going to write in the days of the week. So we'll do Wednesday the 1st, Thursday the 2nd, Friday the 3rd, Saturday the 4th, and Sunday the 5th. Then we're on to Monday the 6th, Tuesday the 7th, Wednesday the 8th, Thursday the 9th, Friday the 10th, Saturday the 11th, and Sunday